up? This is Q. I'm back with Qronik Randomz again, and I know it's been a long time since I actually did a story time, but I'm always telling a lot of my friends about things that be happening that have happened in the past, and some stories people can't believe it, but they say based on the descriptions and how I'm detailed I am, which I am more of like a storyteller anyway. Um, yeah, so we're back to Chronic Randoms. Hey, hey. And we're gonna do a story time. And this one is called Debate Plate. I call it Debate Plate, like BAIT plate. Okay, so I've been talking about this for a while with a lot of people that I know, and I was like, do I put it on there? Because somebody was like, well, you may get in trouble. I'm like, get in trouble for what? But anyway, so years and years and years ago, let's say about around like 2005, something like that. One of the first real jobs I got after had been out of college, had just been out of college for maybe like 2 years, 3 years, something like that. But anyways, I was working at this center and loved the job. It was cool. It was a vibe. But anyways, I had one day some friends of mine, well, some of my coworkers and I, we went on lunch. And there's like this soul food restaurant that was like downtown. Well, no, it wasn't downtown. This was in Montgomery. I will say that. But we actually went, Alabama, but we actually went to this soul food place. It was like near the Air Force Base or something like that. I'm not sure, but we had never been there before, and it was kind of pricey at that time. And I got me a plate. It had like oxtails on it. It had what was it? And greens, mashed potato, gravy, all that stuff. I had the whole. No, it was oxtails, but anyway, I had some soul food. It may have been ribs or something, but um, when we came back to the building, our supervisor had already told everyone no one can now eat at lunch. And because we were fooling with this one chick who wanted to drive us, she wanted to go all over the world to take care of bills. By the time we get back to the building, couldn't really eat. So ate a little bit in the car, and then I'm like, I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator, the community refrigerator in the building, and I labeled it Quentin in my last name, and I put the date on it with a sharpie, actually on the top and the bottom of it, and it was a to-go plate, and you can tell that I had obviously eaten out of it. It looked like someone had eaten out of it because I sampled everything. But I go on my last 15-minute break, right, y'all, and then this is what happened. So I go in there and I'm like, hold up, where my damn food at? And I'm looking at I had to look at the calendar. I'm like, well, this ain't the day that Big Shirley or whatever her name was would come and clean the refrigerator because it was like on a Wednesday. She normally comes to do that on Fridays. So I'm like just moving people's shit out the way and everything. I'm like, where's my damn food? I had just paid like $18 for that plate. And that was a lot in 2005, 6, or whenever that was. But next thing I know, I just turn around and I see at the top of the trash can, which was full, my plate turned upside down. Somebody obviously eating everything in it. It wasn't like I didn't see anything at the top of the trash can. I ain't see none of that shit. I ain't see none of it. All I know is that I just saw red. I'm like, I know a motherfucker did not come in here and eat my damn food. And I was younger then, so I'm gonna be honest. I crashed out, as we like to say now. I crashed out big time to the point that my supervisor was like, you know what, Quintus, just because I want you to keep your job, I'm gonna let you go home early. Cause it's like you doing too much now. Cause I was like walking around on the floor, like I'm like, you know what? If I find out who took my food, I'm gonna fuck their ass up. I'm gonna do this. I was pissed. I was pissed. Like I'm not the type of person who normally spends like $18 on a meal, especially back then. Hell no. So I went home, smoked my trees, and I was okay. But and I got something else to eat. But I waited a few days later when payday hit because I couldn't afford to do it before. So I intentionally went and got two plates from this restaurant. One of them I literally sat in my car, which I rode by myself that day, and I ate the food. And then the other plate, I bought some accessories to doctor it up, just to be honest. So like that plate had like mashed potatoes and gravy and stuff on it, and it had greens. So for the mashed potatoes, I had like a big ass box of like the bottle with the Miralax powder. So I poured the entire box of that, mixed that in there with the mashed potatoes. Okay, so you follow me? Okay. I wanted to put whoever the person is in a shitty situation. And And then that clear stuff. I'm not sure what it is, but you can get it in the pharmacies over the counter. It's some type of clear liquid. I forgot what they call it. It's a real funny name, but you can use that. You can actually use. It's like basically it's a laxative. Like the minute it touches your tongue, it's like whoosh, like that. But I put that in the greens because they normally have like that. That the juices and stuff in the greens. So I did that. Honestly, I picked my nose. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, so I threw that in there. I knew it would mix in good with the neck bones or whatever that's in the greens. And that was pretty much it. It was a few other things I did. Nothing poisonous, by the way. Everything I did was just something that was disgusting. And I wanted to fuck up their stomach. So I happened to take it in the building that day. And literally, when I checked back for my last 15-minute break, just to see if someone had gotten it, guess what? It was gone, and it was in the trash can, empty. Like they tore the thing up. My thing is, first of all, you got to be a nasty ass motherfucker to go and eat out of something that somebody already ate out of. You get what I'm saying? But I saw that the person had. I saw that the person had eaten all the food. It wasn't. They didn't dump it. It was only one. I didn't see anything in there where they had dumped it. So someone they ate it again, and and that was my bait plate store. I'm not really sure who. I never did really find out who did it, who took my food, but it was a guy on my team who all of a sudden had to leave work early. Said he wasn't feeling well, and I know I did hear him pass gas in the back because I know this one girl sent me a message like, "Oh, he nasty as fuck, Odell, old sloppy booty butt or something like that." She said, but yeah, and so I'm thinking it may have been him because he didn't come back the next day either. But I don't feel no ways tired. I don't feel bad because you ain't had no business taking my motherfucking plate. Nope, not at all. Not at all. You should have took my food. Yeah, but that's my bait plate story. And I'm gonna be honest, like ever since like that situation, any job I've been on, you can't pay me to put my plate in the refrigerator. I remember I was working at another place, one of my other favorite places to work at that I ever worked at. I would have some food that's throwing out like a motherfucker in my drawer, but I would not put it in the refrigerator because I'm like I didn't want to go through that again, and I didn't want to have to set somebody else up. But anyways, that's my bait plate story, and to the person who watching this, if you were the person who took my food, fuck you, fuck you. I'm just playing, but for real, don't take nobody's shit. And then you gotta be a damn nasty ass motherfucker to really want to eat out of something that somebody obviously ate out of. Like, you don't know where my hands been or whatever. You nasty. I understand people going through hard times, but no, no. That's just like a dog eating out some leftovers in the back alley of a restaurant. No. Anyway, that's my story time for today. Debate plate, and I'm out. Deuces. Random.